Dadaji, how was it back then in your time?
When I was your age, I used to be in class 3 or 4. We used to walk down to the school. We didn't have the facilities that nowadays you are having. And our schools used to be very simple schools. We used to sit on the floor with a little mat, small mat, and we had small desks, and we used to study in the classrooms. Sometimes the teachers used to make us, in the winters particularly, the teachers would make us sit in the open in the sun, because in winters it is always pleasant to sit in the sun, and the classes were taken in the open in the sun. So that was our days.
Dadaji, what did you do for fun?
In our days, when I was a child, we used to play generally in the street with friends. Friends means children friends, children of neighbors. We used to play chua chui, which is called hide and seek nowadays, and which is also called luka chipi. Then we used to play games on the street, catching each other, catch the thief, like that. Then we used to make
Chor
figures on the
police.
ground. You said something?
Chor police.
Yeah, that was also another kind of game. But our games were a lot of physical exercise, running around, catching, so that we used to get a lot of exercise and a lot of fun. So, and there are many kinds of games. One of the games was gilli danda. Gilli danda is the game which is the precursor of the modern cricket game. Later on, it was sort of evolved into a modern game of cricket. So we used to play gilli danda, and sometimes we used to go in the river and play in the water. Hundreds of different kinds of games. Then we used to climb the trees in the. We had an orchard in the neighborhood, and in the season when the mangoes were, we could find. We would climb the trees, pluck the mangoes, and eat the green raw mangoes. It was great fun. Guavas. We used to climb on the trees, and so now nowadays, of course, in the cities you don't get all those things.
How were the phones in the olden days?
Oh, in our times, we didn't have phones in our home. I was born in a village, and my schooling was also in the village. And in the village, we didn't have a telephone line in those days. The first phone in our home of our village came sometime in the 90s, 93, 94. We had the first phone line. So we didn't have the facility of mobile phones. Nowadays, of course, it's all magic. Talking to someone in the other end of the world, it's almost a magic. If somebody told us in those days, we would say, no, it can't happen. It's impossible. So, you get a picture of our days, how different our time was.
Yes. How were those toys in those days?
Our toys were made from primitive household things. We didn't have the proper toys that nowadays children are used to. Frankly speaking, we used to play with the things we found around our house, trees, leaves, fruits, and sometimes we would play, throw balls at each other. So these were the kinds of games that we used to play.
Dadaji, what does time mean to you?
Time is something which constantly flows and it never stops. It is like a river. Something, once it goes, it can never come back. time has three aspects. One is past, which has already gone, present, which is just now happening, and future is yet to come. So time is very important, and it's essential that we make a very good use of time. We should never waste our time, and particularly in the student days. When you are a student, you have lots of things to learn, and you should make full use of time. So you should understand the importance of proper utilization of time. Now you understand why
Yes.
students should give full attention and full devotion to their studies, because this is the time when you prepare your future life. Your entire future life and career will depend on how you utilize your time at present. Okay?
Dadaji, things have changed a lot. Nowadays, we have phones, TVs, laptops, and iPads. Things are very, very different.
Yes, yes. The modern technology has made life so easier nowadays, and it's a good thing that nowadays you can learn so many new things so easily. It wasn't so easy in our days. So it's a good change. Things are different, but things have changed for the better.
Thank you, Dadaji.
You are welcome. You are welcome.